It's good to be back. Oh, I've missed this game. I hope nothing crashes. It just turned 10:02 p.m. It is now August 8th. It's been a couple days since I last played this. But let's continue, shall we? I just need to make sure everything's good. Nothing is about to crash. It looks like it's going to. My setup is so flimsy, so fragile that any slight movement and the whole thing could fail. I really need to buy a PC. And you know what? Technically, I could afford to buy one. My biggest issue is I don't know what to buy. I don't know anything about computers. Like, I know zero about computers. So I need to... My biggest issue is I don't know what to buy. Do I buy one that's pre-built? Do I custom make one? You know, sure, it's more expensive because you have to custom pick the parts. You pick the good parts. But you know, I can afford it. But like I said, I don't know anything about computers. So I don't know what's good, let alone what the parts even are. So I would need to get someone else to help me decide what's good. Because, you know, all my friends, well, most of them, they know what computer parts do. They know about each part and what they all do. I don't. I know nothing about computers. I even said for a long time I was going to buy a new PC, but that time still has not come. The chances of me getting a new PC will be exponentially higher once I graduate from college. You know, it's like the license I get from college after graduating is my shiny charm, increases my chance of getting a PC. Anyways, let me shut up and get going with the game. Can I work out?
Oh, you want to do it?
What did I do last time? I don't even remember what we did last time and where we left off. Fine, I'll just work out.
Oh, you want to do it?
It's either that or make coffee.
Yes.
So, a couple things I want to discuss today. Take imported protein. Ooh, what's that do? On the grind 24/7? You would be wrong there, my friend. Because if you haven't noticed, I didn't do anything yesterday. I didn't play anything yesterday. And that's because, well, once again, well, actually, this was more unexpected than usual. Out of nowhere, I went out for dinner with, well, I was about to say with my sister's boyfriend, but it would sound like it was just the two of us. He came to dinner with us, with my family. We all went out for dinner. And then he came over to the house for a couple hours.
Nice.
So he was here. I couldn't do anything yesterday. I think I see the abs forming.
Nice going.
So he was here. I was actually debating, since he's here, do I play something? But then ultimately I decided, nah, I really shouldn't. Just in case anything happens. You know, what if he knocks on the door? What if he wants to say goodbye to me when he leaves? You know, what if he lets himself in and, you know, something gets interrupted while I'm doing this? It's like, best not to risk it. So that's why I didn't do anything yesterday. But you know what? I'm making up for it. You guys got that Mario Kart video right before this post. Yeah, that's right. I recorded a Mario Kart video today. Right before I went out and did my driving lesson. And literally right before, too. The moment I stopped recording that video, like 10 minutes later, I got a text message from my driving instructor saying he's outside. You know, he told me today around like 2:30 in the afternoon. He came at like 2:15. So I didn't expect it. I had to really quickly change my clothes and get ready. Because I was expecting 2:30. He showed up 15 minutes early.
What a refreshing morning. How are you doing? I didn't expect the Phantom Thieves would suppress a man that even the police had trouble with. The fact they have so much support online is worrisome. I'm in a bind since I previously denounced them. All the interviews these days ask me about that. Still, can we really say the Phantom Thieves are on the side of justice with just this example?
You asked me how it was, and then you didn't really give me a chance to reply. Just let the people talk. Who cares?
Oh, thank you. But I noticed that you're not saying that the Phantom Thieves are right. I suppose that was an unfair way to phrase it. I was originally investigating the mental shutdown incidents. Don't you think it's similar to the change of heart that the Phantom Thieves are doing? Now that I think about it, their actions mirror the mental shutdown cases with the rate of victims. It's impossible not to see a connection there.
That kind of disappeared, didn't it?
I don't want to make you late. I'll see you again.
The whole mental shutdown thing, that kind of just disappeared from the game, didn't it? I don't think the news really says anything about it anymore. So that's why I didn't play anything yesterday. And I made it up for you guys. I gave you guys the Mario Kart video. Probably gonna do that hopefully once a week. No promises though, because I've been prone to lose my day off. You know? I'd rather record that when I'm on my day off. That way I could scream and yell as loud as I want and no one will care. Because I'm all alone at home. It's different when I'm doing stuff like this, because there's no really moments in games like this to make me really yell.
See.
So, speaking of the dinner last night, I want to tell you guys a quick story of something that happened last night at the dinner where my sister's boyfriend came. So, this is a bit of a funny story, you know, may have hurt me a little bit.
Okay, let's get started.
Alright, let me look up the answer real quick. So, my hair is getting quite long. It's a little bit of a mess right now. My hair somewhat naturally curves. I really need to straighten my hair. You know, there have been times where I need to actually take my sister's flat iron and straighten out my own hair. You know, I'm probably just gonna get a haircut. Probably from when I'm playing this, I'll get a haircut tomorrow. Because I do need a haircut soon. My birthday's coming up in a couple weeks, and I imagine my family wants to take pictures. So I kind of need to clean up for that. But anyways, that's besides the point. So my hair is a bit of a mess right now due to how long it is. It kind of looks like... It's kind of how long Maruki's hair is, actually. But regardless. So, you know, I look like a mess. I'm already ugly enough as is. And then when my hair gets messy, it's like, you know, tag team combo. So
How about you?
So it was the right mood at dinner. My family were all just talking. They were just letting things come out. So my dad, he turns to me. He says to me, "Son, everyone in our family, me, your mom, your sister, we all look good. And then there's you." I gave him that, you know, half smile, half frown. I was like, "Wow, Dad, you really gonna say that?" And I was also halfway smiling too. It's like, "Wow, you really gonna say that?" Like he just roasted me, not only in front of the whole family, but to the man as well. Memories that last a long time. And then after he said that, you can just instantly see and feel the moment. Like he realized what words he just said, what just left his mouth. So he tried to backtrack it. He tried to take it back, sorta. Because after he said those, there was a brief pause, and he said, "You look the best out of all of us." And we all knew that was a lie. He knew instantly, like, what he said. And he tried to backtrack it. So what he said was everyone in our family, me, your mom, your sister, we all look good. And then there's you. You look the best out of all of us, and I just sat there like, okay. You know what? Okay. Yep, you said that. You said that. No taking it back.
Nice.
You said what you said. You can try your best to take it back, but what's out there is out there.
This is it.
And did that hurt
That's
maybe
right.
a little bit? You know? Just a teensy bit. You know, I know I'm already not that attractive of a guy anyways. You know, I know I'm flat out ugly. And then when you know, it really hurts that nobody likes it when I grow out my hair. You know, I want to grow out my hair again. Do I feel like it looks bad? I know it looks bad, but hey, I want to, so shut up. And you know, who says guys can only have short hair?
Nice going.
Look at Purple Cliff. He grew out his hair and he actually looks good. I think he looks good with the long hair. I wish I looked as good as he does when he has long hair. But regardless, that's just a fun, quick little story of what happened last night. You know, I got low-key roasted, and immediately there was instant regret. Marine Day. Oh, that's right, I gotta study for the finals, too. That was a loud one too. I wonder how that's I wonder how these burps come off afterwards. Go back to studying. In a perfect world, we would text both. Great job, Ryuji. Now go back to studying.
Hey, are you listening?
No, I'm not. You, pay attention. Is that how you listen when someone's talking to you? Haven't you said this to me many times? Block! Counter chalk throw! Imagine I could do that. They give me a typical PlayStation prompt, the QTEs. I hit the button, I catch the chalk mid-air, and then I throw it back at him. Ooh, I'd be suspended on the spot. So how you guys doing?
Hey,
Why, hello there. It's rare running into you at this hour. Mind making this a regular occurrence? Do you remember the counseling Dr. Dr. Maruki's offering? Ramuki. It seems to be growing quite popular. I saw someone heading into the nurse's office just as I was leaving the school. The teachers say he's been well worth his time, but I have a feeling there's more to his popularity than just talent. Oh, you have no idea. Maybe I should find out for myself at some point. Isn't this bad timing? What about studying? Naturally, that'll still happen when I get home. It's part of my daily routine. You know, when I went into high school, actually, maybe not when I went into high school, there was some point throughout high school where I decided, you know, my grades is hot garbage. I need to get these up. I'm gonna start studying every night, you know? I'm gonna finish my gaming, finish my homework, and then I'm just gonna review my notes every night. And I never did that.
but
Maybe it was when I went into college. I forget when I decided to do that, but not like it mattered,
Alright
because I
then.
clearly never did it.
Senpai,
what a pleasant surprise. Are you headed home too?
Indeed it is. I really didn't expect this.
Same here. I don't have club practice
I
today.
really don't remember
That
these
reminds me.
moments.
There's something I wanted to report to you. Would now be a good time?
Any time would be a good time. Sure thing.
Thank you. Why don't we find a seat somewhere?
Huh?
Oh, I remember this.
And
Kinda.
you are...
Kinda.
It's been quite a while, Akechi-san.
And the same for you. Yoshizawa-san, right?
Jealousy forming. I'm kidding. Whatever. It doesn't matter. They're both the same
My father works
question.
at a TV station. Have you ever seen Good Morning Japan? My father's the director.
I've been brought onto the show as a guest a number of times now. That's how I ended up becoming acquainted with Yoshizawa-san.
Your father's the director?
I didn't know you
Released
knew
the
her as
Yoshizawa cut? She and I made a deal. She's my friend. Don't say that first
He
one.
helped me out of a jam before, and now he's been offering me guidance.
Helped you out of a jam, huh? I see. So, what were you two up to?
Oh, right! I was just about to share some exciting news. It's nothing to keep secret, so I may as well spill it now. About that summer competition I mentioned to you before, I was chosen to be our club representative.
Hey!
This only feels like the beginning to me, though.
Isn't your club's team considered to be quite prestigious? And you're their representative. I must say, that's extremely impressive.
Thank you. I'll do my best to make everyone proud.
I'll be cheering you on as well. I have an idea. Since all three of us are here, why don't we go somewhere as a group? We can call it our little celebration for Yoshizawa-san's success.
That would be wonderful. Does that work for you, Senpai?
Sure.
That settles it. Would you mind if I chose the place? There's a wonderful little cafe I know about.
There's one I know about
Of
too.
course.
I
Lead the
just
way.
straight out lived there.
Yoshizawa-san? You drink hot beverages even in the summer?
I have to prevent my body from getting too cold, since the meet's coming up rather soon.
Too cold.
I see. You make sure you're covering all your bases.
Your drink's your drink's just as hot. Or so what do you have, Akechi? So what do you have, Akechi? I'm curious. What you got?
Good point. Well, some people say coffee can cool you off, even when hot, so I try to avoid that too. I had this image that you enjoy sweet things, Akechi-san. Is that untrue? I swear I saw you eating fried sweetbread on TV just the other day.
Wasn't that in the anime?
It's all part of a marketing strategy. That sort of stunt is an easy crowd pleaser.
You seem to have your own bases covered as well.
Imagine if, as a strategy, he lets himself be recorded to be like chugging down 5-hour energy. I feel lied to.
Presenting oneself in a favorable light is nothing surprising. More surprising is just how innocent you seem to be.
Huh?
I've been wondering, how do you two know each other?
His social studies class visited the set of a TV show I appeared on.
Ah, that's right. Second years got to go to a TV station.
He and I exchanged our opinions during the shoot, and his way of thinking intrigued me.
I can definitely see that. Senpai's take on things often helps me as well.
That reminds me, Yoshizawa-san. You had mentioned that he's been providing you with some guidance.
Yes, like you just said, his way of thinking is intriguing. I figured I could benefit from his input.
I feel like I'm the third wheel
In
here.
that case, let's play a little game. Would you mind if I posed the same question to you that I first asked him?
No, go right ahead.
So, my question was, what do you think of the Phantom Thieves, Yoshizawa-san?
The Phantom Thieves? You mean in the case that they do in fact exist, yes? I admit that the assistance of others in need is a truly great act, but I simply can't agree with their methods.
I
You see my head turn there?
Care
Like,
to explain
oh,
why?
that hurts.
I suspect the Phantom Thieves' existence isn't going to be beneficial to society in the long run.
How so?
Well, for example, when someone's faced with a problem to overcome, I believe they need to do it themselves. Getting help from others is totally fine, but in the end, it takes a person's initiative to truly create lasting change. If society relied upon a safety net like the Phantom Thieves, I worry that people would stop making a conscious effort. Granted, this depends on how severe the problem is, and it's inaccurate to apply generalizations to an entire population. But I believe a society where everyone simply leaves matters to the Phantom Thieves wouldn't last for very long.
I see. So, in the sense of a person's growth, their actions actually hinder it. Quite an interesting take on the matter. Let me ask you then, what do you think of Yoshizawa-san's opinion?
Oh, finally, I get to say something. I really feel like I'm the third wheel here. You guys ever been in this position? Because I actually have. She's not wrong. It's a unique stance. That was helpful. I will surely change up my ways of phantom thieving. And then it's like, what? Your method of phantom thieving? It's a unique stance.
Quite. I'd say it's equally as unique as your own opinions.
Wait, could you actually be a fan of the Phantom Thieves, Senpai?
More than that, I am a phantom thief.
I didn't mean to start an argument. I just can't help myself sometimes. Let's change the subject to something a bit lighter.
I'm sorry, I should probably get going. If I'm away from home too late, my parents will begin to worry.
Right, then let's call it a day. Good luck on your competition.
I'll be rooting for you.
Yes, thank you. Well then, see you later.
Well, there goes my day. Can't confidant anyone up. But, not complaining.
You're back.
I see you had your friends over for a study session, huh? How'd you know? Nothing gets by me. I own the place, remember? I can tell what goes on here just by looking at the tables. So I assume this is my chance to study with On. You know, it's actually a miracle I even passed my high school exams. Because looking back, I didn't study a damn time. I didn't study not one time for my exams. I probably sat there trying to study, but in reality, I didn't absorb any knowledge. I was just gaming and on my phone and stuff. Sure, I probably glanced over the notes. I just like speed read through all my notes, but it's like, did I memorize anything? Probably not. Alright, so who to go with today? Hold on. So I can go with Hifumi, I can go with Mishima and Oya, or I could ignore all of that and study. I do really want to get all the confidants maxed this time. And at my rate, wow. Yeah, that's gonna take a long time. Bro, we talked about this. You don't need to study. Alright, alright. I'm gonna trust you. I remember one time. Okay, I think I know what I got mixed up on. How do I check again? I never studied in your... You never studied in your New Game Plus. Okay, I think I know what I was confused on before. I think the first time I assumed I don't need to study for exams is because I could just look up all the answers. Now, despite me able to do that, my character will still struggle with the answers that, you know, I, as a player, can't answer. I think I got that mixed up with my knowledge stat. Because my stat's maxed, I don't think I need to study. So I'm gonna take your word for it this time. This time I will not study. You're on your own. So I can go with Mishima, Oya, or Hifumi. Who's the lowest? I assume Hifumi. I only just started with her, right? Mishima's 4. 4, 2. Oh, they're both 2. I'll go with Hifumi. Why not? Actually, maybe I should go with Mishima. Oh well, I'm already here.
Oh?
Oh my! I texted you. You didn't even reply. You're already here. Thank you for shaking my hand. I'm never gonna wash it,
Huh?
Quick, SpongeBob, get Bubble Buddy here and shake his hand. I read on the internet that you pray to God for victory. Is that true? Bruh, you prying a little too deep right now. Can I take a selfie with you and post it online? Man, get your ass out of here. By the way, is it true you're trying to become a professional shogi player? Bruh, just leave the girl alone. You can tell this guy has no hose. He clearly never talked to a girl before, nor ever actually shook one's hand. I'll be cheering for you to qualify. You'll be the first woman to surpass the 3rd year I couldn't finish. I really believe in you. Alright, now get your ass out of here.
Good evening.
So anyways, remember how I was hunting for those regional evolutions and how I finished, well, one of my shiny hunting now. Well, now I am continuing my hunt for a shiny Rowlet in Sword and Shield. I have been hunting one ever since Pokemon Home updated and allowed for the Alola starters to come from the 3DS to the Switch. I have been hunting for that long. I've mostly been hunting on and off, you know, full odds trying to hatch one. But now I'm really trying for it. I finally got my hands on a regional Ditto. And I got my Magmortar out of my Pokemon Home's Living Dex for the Flame Body ability. So that's what I've been doing for the past few days, just non-stop hatching eggs. Describes you perfectly. No, I didn't. That's quite the headline. That's quite the headline. You know, initially I didn't think I would need the foreign Ditto. I thought this is probably gonna be my one and only hunt that I'm gonna hatch for in this game. I can just like endure it, and here I am, what, almost 2 years later and still nothing. So the reason I'm going back to hunt for this now, not only because, well, I have nothing else to hunt, is because I still want that shiny Hisuian Decidueye in a Strange Ball. And this is the most recent game I can get one. Initially, I wanted to get a shiny Decidueye in Sword and Shield, but technically, I already have one. There was an event raid a little while ago, actually quite a long time ago, where the Alola starters were in raids. So I did the day skip method, and I got them all shiny. Not only that, I got myself a set of all 3 evolution line shiny female as well. How did I do that? Well, I had a previous day skip done and set on my Switch Lite, and everything that spawned from that was female. So I just rolled up the event raids And, well, there you go. Shiny females. Shiny female starters, I should say. So I technically already have not only a shiny Decidueye, but multiple shiny Rowlets. But I figured, why not hunt for another one? Why not get one the long way? You know, make it more challenging for me. I also thought, too, I do want a shiny Hisuian Samurott. I technically have a shit ton of shiny Oshawotts in Pokemon Go.
Alright.
But I figured, why not go back all the way to the 3DS to hunt for one eventually? Just to make it harder for myself. Why?
I look forward
Well,
to it.
shinies are more valuable in Pokemon Go. At least to me. Regardless of if they came from a community day or not. You know, the only exception is Meltan and Melmeadows. That way I can get shinies in
Until
the actual
next time.
mainline games. So yep, now I'm hunting for a shiny Rowlet. And you know what? Speaking of Pokemon Go, let me give you guys an update on where I am. Where I am in that game. So, I can easily get to level 40 at this point. Let me see, my game is just opening up. So currently, I am at... Wait, hold on. Don't worry about it. I am at 4,924,726 out of 5 million. So I'm already beyond 4.9 out of 5 million. So I'm very close to getting to level 40. And I need to get to level 40 to get that shiny Mew. And I wanted to get that shiny Mew on my birthday, which is, I think, 2 weeks from today, I think. Yeah, 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from when I'm playing this. And you know what? Not only that, but the community day, community day for this month is going to just gonna let me easily breeze through. That's assuming I don't get to level 40 already by that time. So, this is gonna be fun to look back at. You know, you guys in the future watching this, you're gonna look back at this community day in particular like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was a really good grind session. So this month, the community day for me is Galarian Zigzagoon. And there's a catch. You know, there's the typical community day bonuses, so I think it's ×2 EXP, ×2 Stardust, ×2 Transfer Candy, I also think so.
My hope rests with the Phantom Thieves.
I don't remember specifically how it works. Okay, I think I remember. So it's ×2. It's ×2 EXP, but there's also the what the hell was it called? Go Fest. There's the Go Fest thing going on right now. And I don't know the specifics, but all I know is the day that the community day is going to land, there's going to be ×2 EXP on top of the ×2.
Quiet down.
So it'll be ×4 EXP. And what I can do is I can set a lucky egg. So that way it'll be ×8 EXP. So let's say I get an excellent throw. A curveball excellent throw. And I catch it the first try. That is 1,170 EXP. That ×8 is 9,360 EXP. I can get 9,360 experience from one excellent throw on that day. I can breeze through and get the remaining EXP I need. And I can also, for absolutely no reason besides the shits and giggles, just rack up more Stardust. I don't use my Stardust anyways. I am now at 3.6 million Stardust in Pokemon Go.
Do you know the answer?
No, I do not. Give me a second to look up the answer. And like I said, I don't care about leveling up my Pokemon to level 50, all that stuff. I don't care. None of that matters to me. I'm not competitive. I'm not competitive like that. Where's the answer now? It is thievery.
This is it.
Correct.
So I get to just grind EXP, Stardust. I don't care about the candies. And I get shinies at the same time? Yo, that's gonna be my day right there. If there was ever a community day for me to prepare ahead of time and purchase more Pokemon storage and item space, this would be the community day. It's so hard to say community day. It's so hard to say that for me. Yo, if there was ever a time, I've done microtransactions before for Pokemon Go. If there was ever a time for me to do it again, this would be the time. You know, I rarely do microtransactions. That's a lie, I do them quite often. But I say I don't do it anymore. Because, you know, you have to be a certain type of desperate. No offense to everyone out there. I'm saying this in my own case. I have to be a certain type of desperate to, you know, pay money for a free game. You know, I did it before to get me a shiny Deoxys. I just kept on doing raids until I got the shiny Deoxys. That was around the time I got my first shiny Regidrago. And, you know, sometimes when I really need to, I will spend money in Pokemon Go to get the coins to be able to upgrade either Pokemon storage or item space. You know, it's like if I'm out of Pokemon storage right before a community day, then I'll unfortunately spend like $2. I don't think I got any shinies in Pokemon Go recently to share.
It's open.
That's not what you said. You said come in.
Welcome.
Excuse me.
It was nothing.
So the most recent shiny I got was a shiny Lillipup. My third shiny Lillipup. I have... You know what? I already have it open. I have a total of 393 shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go as of this moment. That counts all the community days. You know, I still can't forgive myself for that period, like a year's worth of period. A year's worth of time when I didn't play Pokemon Go anymore. Imagine all the shinies, all the community days I missed. All the shinies I could have gotten, but I missed out on. Just because I didn't play the game anymore.
Yes.
Anyways, what do you guys think of Daredevil's yellow suit? I like it.
Let's see.
You know, as long as it's based off the comics, and they do it good in live action, I like it.
No.
You know, if they just introduced a yellow Daredevil suit in live action, and there was nothing from the source material in the comics, then I'd be scratching my head and questioning it a little bit. Like, wait a second, there was no yellow Daredevil comics. There was no yellow Daredevil suit in the comics. Why'd you just randomly add a yellow suit in live action? But because it is in the comics, I like it. And you know, it's not as Not as cheesy as it is in the comics. You know, it's just the Netflix suit,
Yes.
just yellow. I like it. Of course, I still have to see it in action first. She-Hulk hasn't been playing this, hasn't come out yet. Hasn't been playing this, She-Hulk comes out in 10 days. Is it? Wait. Yeah, 10 days. Because that comes out on August 18th now. They changed it from coming out on the 17th to the 18th. And it's currently August 8th for me. And you know what? Speaking of shows, let me tell you guys about this. So, ever since I mentioned it, during playing this game, I've been mentioning how Sandman on Netflix is about to come out. Well, it came out 3 days ago for me, and as of this moment, I'm only 2 episodes in. I literally watched episode 2 before starting this. Episode 2 was a lot shorter than I expected. But I really like the show so far.
But
like I said, I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm gonna go 1 episode a day to really absorb what I just watched. You're asking what show? You just came back. Ah, you just missed all the stories I told. Oh well. I'm watching Sandman. It's on Netflix. Not the Spider-Man villain. Every time I tell someone about the Sandman show, everyone always questions me,
Hey,
what, the
so-
Spider-Man villain? Heard it's good. It's beautiful. It has really good visual effects. I'm only on episode 2 right now. Like I said, I'm watching it slowly. I'm gonna go 1 episode a day,
I see.
so I can really take in what it is I've seen instead of just... In the past, I have binged entire... You forgot how much you love this theme? Yeah, it's nice. In the past, I've binged entire Netflix seasons in 1 day. You know, because Netflix drops their entire seasons in 1 day instead of doing a weekly release. So, I just binged the whole show in a single day. And I find that not as enjoyable. You know, I find myself forgetting most of it because, you know, it's all in 1 day. It's a lot to take in. And when I watched Smallville, you know, that show being 10 seasons long, I did 1 episode a day. And I found that more enjoyable. You know, space it out. Really take the time to absorb what it is I just watched. So that's what I'm doing here. No longer am I just going to be binging entire seasons in a single day. I'm going to take my time and just watch it 1 a day. Binge is fun, but yeah, taking your time lets stuff stick in you, pause, and let you think about stuff more. There's also the thing that Moist Critical said about the way Netflix releases it. You know, you release it all in 1 day, not only does it ruin any sort of chatter, wow, that voice crack, ruins the chatter, you know, that your show can have, versus releasing it 1 episode a week. You know, you have a week to build up what the next story is, build up hype. You have a chance to discuss what might happen next. It's like in WandaVision when Evan Peters showed up for a week. I saw non-stop. He's from the X-Men universe. I saw that non-stop. So Ryuji or Yusuke? You know what? Ryuji's almost done anyways. I may as well just finish up with him. Yeah, Ryuji's at 7. I'll just go with Ryuji. What was he? Wasn't he Chariot? Yeah, do I have a Chariot? I do. My boy! Definitely a theory thing. You mean watching 1 a day? You heard that guy back there? I'm so depressed! Anyways. Ryuji, shouldn't you study? So yes, I'm watching Sandman now.
Let's go.
I'm only on episode 2 out of 10. And let me tell you, what I did not expect was just how deep Morpheus's voice is. Dream's voice is way deeper than I expected. You know, if you look up the cast for Sandman on Google, the picture that pops up for Tom Strudage, I think is his last name. The first picture of him that shows up, it makes me think of Flula. In that picture, he looks like Flula to me. Though that's just me. Episode 1 was really good too. And you know, given how just before me playing this, I just watched episode 2, I almost cried during the scene with Gregory. Because, you know, I could feel the pain coming from Cain and Abel. I know how hard it is to lose an animal you raised and loved. Only I imagine it would be harder for them, because Gregory had to be sacrificed for the greater good. You know, Billy passed on. You know, he lived a full life and he passed. So at least he got to live a full life. And also Abel, when he showed up, I was like, is that the completionist? He looks like the completionist. I'm wondering, is the Joanna Constantine character like a gender-bent John Constantine? I'm pretty sure it is. And they're actually pronouncing it Constantine. It's originally supposed to be Constantine, but then they changed it to be Constantine. I prefer Constantine, but if they say Constantine, I'll just go with it. You know, Reggie Ice, Reg Ice. It just depends on the interpretation of what it's in for how it's to be pronounced. And let me tell you guys another quick story. And this one's regarding my sister's boyfriend. Yes, I keep bringing him up. But
Come on, man.
I felt a little bit challenged by him for all the wrong reasons you might think. So let me just break this down for you real quick. So he does not watch many shows. And the shows that he does watch, this weirdo, he watches it in 1.5 speed, or sometimes times 2 speed. You know, he just breezes through everything he watches. I'm just thinking, how do you enjoy it? How do you watch it that way? You know, all the words being spoken is twice as fast. How can you understand it? But regardless, that's how he watches. He doesn't watch anything in normal speed. He watches it in either 1.5 speed or times 2 speed. So, a little while ago, maybe last month, he asked me for any show recommendations, preferably on Netflix, because he has Netflix. I think I explained all this last time, but still.
Hey.
Let me just explain the whole story again. So I told him, yeah, there's actually a show coming out on Netflix I want to watch. It's called Sandman. So he looked up the trailer, and that's basically the end of that part. So a few days ago, when Sandman dropped on Netflix, my sister... Wait, no, how'd it go again? No, I think a couple days ago, I saw him, and he told me he at that moment was already on episode 2. You know, the day that the show came out. While I was busy doing other stuff, so I didn't have time to start the show yet. So I'm like, wait a second, you are on episode 2, you're ahead of me? And then I think it was 2 days ago from me playing this. 2 days ago, my sister relayed a message to me. She told me that he said he was already on episode 8. The day after the show came out, He was already on episode 8. I felt a little challenged, or maybe it was a little jealousy I was feeling. You know, I'm just like, you, the guy who doesn't really watch many shows, the guy who watches stuff in twice the speed, is ahead of me? Me, the guy who binged entire Netflix seasons in one day. The guy who watched like 40 different TV shows in their entirety. You are ahead of me? What kind of blasphemy is this? This is outrageous. How dare you be ahead of me? And you know what? I just couldn't believe it. Him of all people, the guy who doesn't watch shows, and the shows he does watch, he watches twice as fast, was ahead of me? Me, the guy who watches everything Marvel, DC, and Walking Dead? Me? Him, ahead of me. It's like, do I feel a little challenged right now? But then again, you know, he does watch it in twice the speed, so of course he'll get through it twice as fast. And I'm going 1 episode a day. And I just saw episode 2.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, it makes sense that he'd be ahead of me, but still, of all people, him? If it was someone else, you know, in my life, not saying there is anyone, because nobody is like me. If it was someone else I could have known in my life who was as big a fan as I am, and they binged through it all, I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. But him? The guy who doesn't watch many stuff? Him? Ahead of me? That is outrageous. But, whatever. And you know what? That thing about, like, me watching 40 TV shows, that's just all the shows that I was able to document. Because I've counted, too. Like, everything in the MCU, in the Arrowverse,
Alright.
and a couple of other shows, and all the Walking Dead shows,
Alright then,
that
let's
totals,
go.
at least for me, to be a total of 40 shows. Regardless of, say, the show lasted 10 seasons, like Smallville, or the show was canceled
See ya.
after, well, not even after, before a single season even finished. Speaking of which, you know, like how Constantine, that show was canceled after, what, 13 episodes? It didn't even finish a full season, but I watched it. I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in all 7 seasons. I watched the one and only season of Naomi before it got canceled. So it's like, yeah, I watched a whole ton of shows. I don't watch everything Marvel and DC. There's a handful of shows I have not seen. Like, in DC, I have not seen as of this moment. As of this moment, regarding DC shows, I have not seen Pennyworth, Gotham, the canceled Krypton show. I'm still not totally clear on if Watchmen is even DC or not. I see conflicting evidence. So, as of this moment, those are like the handful of live-action DC TV shows that I have not seen. I guess there's also the 60s Batman. I have not seen that.
Ah, you're back.
I did watch the 90s Flash, though. I indeed did watch that. You know, there's always a nostalgic feeling whenever you watch something from the 90s. It's just, I guess, kind of pure. Like, there's no abundance of CGI and special effects. Who was lower, Oya or Mishima? I think Oya. Mishima is 4. Oya is 2. You know what, Mishima? You're not gonna go home and study anyways, so let's not waste the night. Do I have a... Uh-oh, I didn't check if I had a moon persona with me.
Come on, let's get going.
Oops. There was a velvet room right next to me, too. Next time. Like, if you guys want, I can read out the list of shows I have in front of me. So in terms of Marvel, here are the TV shows that I have fully finished. I finished watching Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hold on. Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Cloak and Dagger, The Defenders, yes, I did see The Inhumans, Runaways, The Punisher. I did watch Hellstrom. I did like that show. Too bad it was canceled. WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel. Of course, the Disney Plus ones are kind of a must-watch because those are proper Marvel Studios. But everything that came before that is supposedly set in the MCU, I did watch. You also have to keep in mind too, like I say 40 TV shows. That doesn't mean it's like one season each. Most of these shows are multiple seasons. Agent Carter had 2, S.H.I.E.L.D. had 7, Daredevil and Jessica Jones each had 3. Like, that's already a lot of content right there. And that's only... What was I even saying? That was only a couple of shows on this list. Now, the 2 Marvel shows I did start watching, but I never finished, are Legion and Gifted. I know I've been saying that for a long time. I have not seen the last seasons for either shows. I'm actually planning to go back to that soon. Probably need a recap, though. Why did I not watch them? Well, I actually just no reason. Alright, in terms of DC, in my list in front of me, I have the 90s Flash, Smallville, the canceled Birds of Prey show, I saw that. I watched all of... And then here are the proper Arrowverse shows. You know, I watched all of Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, Black Lightning. I saw all those. And then I also mentioned I watched all of Constantine. I saw all of Lucifer. I like that show. You know, all of Titans, Doom Patrol, the one and only season of Swamp Thing. Also watched Stargirl, the 1 season of Naomi, Superman Lois, great show, and Peacemaker. And I guess now you can add to that DC list Sandman. And in terms of Walking Dead, you know, the main Walking Dead show, Fear the Walking Dead World Beyond. Tales of the Walking Dead has not come out for me yet. That comes out in a couple weeks. So that tells you where I am in our Earth's history. Now these are just the live action shows for these 3. Marvel, DC, and Walking Dead. These are just, well, What If as well. But it's just these... It's just mostly live action shows for these 3. There's also other shows too. You know, like other animated shows like Invincible. And, you know, this list doesn't even include anime. Or movies that I've seen. Yeah, there's a reason I'm single. In fact, there's multiple reasons. You know, I described all this to my friends in our group chat, like how, like, he's ahead of me in Sandman, he's ahead of me in a show. And I told them, too, like, me, the guy who watched over 40 different TV shows, and I'm behind him? And one of my friends was like, use that as a pickup line. And I'm just thinking, I don't think that's very appealing to women. You know, it's like, hey girl, I watch 40 different TV shows. Is that attractive to you? I would bet very easily that is not. You know, I was really thrown off too, because I really didn't expect him to watch the show. He asked for a recommendation, or like, what shows am I going to watch, or am watching. I told him there's a show coming up on Netflix. He watched the trailer, and I really didn't expect him to actually watch the show.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last time too, but turns out, one of the actors that are on Sandman, I don't know who, he said the actor looked a little familiar, so he looked him up, and he said, my sister's boyfriend said, he came to my sister's boyfriend's shop, the place he works at, and bought glasses there, because he does the same job I do. He went to the mall he worked at and bought from his store. And the actor said he was here in Canada for work. Now, was that work? Filming for Sandman? I don't know. I don't know where Sandman films or filmed. But regardless, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, you guys remember that skin condition I mentioned I have? Dermatographia, I think it's called.
Yo.
Well, yeah, it's been happening all over my body lately. And I think it's even reached my face as well. But that's besides the point. So I told my sister, like, it's happening again. And my sister told me that her boyfriend, Sid's brother, has the same thing. Is there nothing but meat?
Come on, man.
So the boyfriend's brother has the same thing I do, too. So I told my friends this. It's like, turns out, my sister's boyfriend's brother also has the same skin condition. And then a friend of mine in the group chat said, oh yeah, I have it too. I'm just like, really? The whole time I've known you. And I never knew you had the same thing I did. Maybe it's just the little area I live in. Like, maybe it just happens to be... Maybe it just happens that it's more common here, but I didn't think the skin condition was as common. You know, I thought it was a rare condition. But I guess not. Maybe it is more common than I think. It's like, well, there you go. 2 other people near my vicinity has the same thing I do. I thought it was rare. I thought it wasn't common in the slightest. Today is the first day of your final exams. Begin! Wasn't the answer to this like a triangle? I forget. Oh no. Oh god, math! Quickly, look up the answer. Look up the answer. Wait, this is... Yeah, I'm looking at this. The last time we got this question, the answer was different. The last time the answer was a triangle, but this time it's adding angles. 64 degrees.
Ooh, we can do this.
You guys see that clip? You guys see the clip of the Harley Quinn show where the Joker has a son? You know, I never thought I needed to see the Joker be a father. And you know what? My list of shows is only going to grow, given how many Disney Plus Marvel shows are going to come out. Excuse me. Because She-Hulk literally comes out in 10 days as of me playing this. So that's another one. Then you have other ones too, like Ironheart, Armor Wars, Secret Invasion, Echo, the new Daredevil show. To offer them instead of heads. Yeah, instead of heads. Ah, nothing like having an external force cheat for you on your exams. I didn't quite have that plot armor when I was doing my exams. In fact, I so didn't have those, I failed a couple exams. Why do you think I got held back at college?
Give it up.
Wow, what a very inspiring teacher. You know, it's like, oh, give it up. You're not gonna pass. Time's up for you to write your exams.
Now everyone.
Alright, I got the answers pulled up. Red king crab. I'm not gonna bother pronouncing what it's actually known as.
We can do this.
But the scientific name. It caused confusion in the economy.
Ooh, we can do this.
So, like I mentioned, today was a driving lesson for me. And
Let's get started.
my driving instructor, he not happy with me. Because, you know, today I learned about blind spots. And, you know, when you're driving, when you're actually doing your
Ooh,
driving
we can do
exam,
this.
you have to abundantly, very explicitly show that you're turning your head to take a look at those blind spots. When you're a seasoned veteran and you've been driving for decades, then you know what you're doing. But for someone, a noob like me, who this is what, not even my, I haven't even been driving the number of times in double digits yet.
Ooh, we can do this.
Yeah, I have to explicitly show that I'm actually turning my whole body to look at these blind spots. You know, if the driving examiner during the driving exam doesn't hear your bones crack when you're turning your body, if you don't turn your neck and they hear that neck crack, then you fail. Excuse me. But then again, you know, I only learned about blind spots today, you know, during my driving lesson. I know everyone out there is going to be screaming at me.
Parents are gonna kill me. There was so much stuff on that exam. I didn't have time to study everything. I probably could have managed if I had an extra week, too.
An extra week, huh? The only people who get that kind of cushy treatment are the honor students.
Oh, you mean like Yoshizawa-san?
I heard the school moved her exam period. Must be nice getting perks like that.
Hey there. Congrats on surviving finals. Today was the last day, right? Say, would you happen to have some free time right now? There's something I'd like to discuss. I promise it'll just take a moment.
Sure.
Thanks.
You know
I
that
you're exhausted,
that
so
refreshing
I'll make
feeling
this quick.
after you're done with all your exams and you can relax, regardless of how you did. You're just glad
It sure
it's
has
done
heated
with.
up now that the rainy season's passed. I just know my electric bill is going to start climbing this month. Anyway, as I'd mentioned, there's something I'd like your opinion on.
Let me guess. Is it about the Phantom Thieves? Do you need counseling?
Well, I suppose that's actually accurate. I've had something on my mind lately, and I want to hear your take on it.
Is it about the Phantom Thieves?
Okay, here goes. Oh, this is all hypothetical, mind you, but imagine there's somebody for whom you have high expectations.
Okay.
They're trying their absolute hardest to meet those expectations.
Okay.
Now, this person receives an awful lot of special treatment from people so they can perform to the best of their abilities. So, what do you think those people will do if the expectations leveled on this person aren't met?
Wait a second. What do you think... Hold on, what was the question? What do you think those people will do if the expectation levels on this person aren't met? The people. Okay. They'll turn on that person. I don't want to think about it. They won't turn on that person. They'll just be disappointed.
Yep, that's right. When you work as a counselor, you always think, I have to help this person so their heart doesn't break. But that's easier said than done. This world really is a callous one. No matter how much positivity or dedication a person has, just a bit of influence from their peers can easily mess with their heads. Every time I'm confronted with such a situation, I can't help but grasp the limitations of therapy as a profession.
You know, I was the person in this hypothetical scenario. You know how many tutors I had in high school? And you know how many classes I nearly failed?
I see. You're approaching reality from a rational point of view. No.
Wow,
it
that's
could actually
rational?
be that you understand reality's unfairness.
Oh, trust, I
Yet
know
you're
very
willing
well.
to stand up to it.
In real
That
life, I
may
know
be the
very
reason
well
You're at this academy now.
reality's unfairness.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get all analytical. What I meant was, if we want to truly help people stuck in a predicament like that, we need a fundamental solution.
You had a tutor but barely passed math? I had a tutor for damn near every subject. You know, what I was saying earlier before this guy kind of cut me off. You guys remember... Wait, no. There was one time for high school, I'm pretty sure it was biology class. The teacher, she put down like 3 chalkboards or 3 whiteboards worth of things to study, and I'm just like, wait a second, there's that much to study? I'm not gonna pass. And do you guys ever notice that in exams, there's always questions that you have no idea what it is? Like, when did we ever learn this? I studied everything the class taught. This was never taught. That was exactly me in math
Really
class.
comes to mind at
I
the
did all the
moment.
homework. I had tutors and
This is
studied.
just a thought, but what if we got the Phantom Thieves to change our hearts? Maybe have them shift our feelings so we won't lose to this unfair reality.
How about just
It
change
would
reality
ultimately be for the
itself?
positive.
That sounds tough. Is that really a change of heart?
Good point. You're right. Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. I seem to have lost track of the time. I should be getting back to my work. Our conversation's been very enlightening. Thank you, and enjoy your vacation.
Exams are finally over. I'm so exhausted.
I can get back to actually sleeping in peace.
You must have been studying pretty hard if it kept you up at night.
Nah, I was up playing video games. Slacking off is just too much fun.
I know, right? I kept cleaning my room instead of studying. It might even be too clean now.
You two are perfect exemplars of what escapism can mean.
And I can only imagine what the end result will be.
Whatever, it's over with now. Who cares about that anymore? What's real important is the Phantom Thieves' popularity. Ain't it amazing?
All you need is a
Kinda
pass.
feels like our time's finally here.
That's all I ever cared about
I've
during
even heard
exams,
people
a
excitedly
pass.
speculating about our next target. We will have to choose carefully.
I never cared
No
about
need to
stellar
hurry.
grades.
We should spend some time thinking
None of
it
that.
over.
Hold up. The most important thing now is our celebration party. I hope you guys didn't forget. It's the fireworks
C's
festival
get
on the 18th.
degrees.
I guess we're good meeting up in Shibuya, yeah? Let's say 5 p.m.
We sure are on top of these kinds of things.
Now for the weather.
Is it gonna be rain again? Is it gonna be a fog too? Are you gonna say, how did Persona 4's story go again? But yeah, I never cared about stellar grades, scholarship grades, none of that. All I cared about was a pass. What do I do now? Celebrate your success.
Can I talk?
Oh.
Can I talk?
I get that you want to move your body after finishing exams, but aren't you feeling tired? Let's go to sleep. Can I make some coffee though?
Let's go to
No, I
bed.
cannot. I want to celebrate by doing some pumping. Pump some iron.
Let's go to bed.
Hey, it's me.
What about your plant? Oh, you bring up the fact that I don't need to study in New Game Plus because my knowledge is maxed, and you worry about the plant, you know, because even though my kindness is maxed out. Plant though, I know. The plant is the greatest member in the Phantom Thieves. Takes no time though. Well, I also don't have any flant pood. Let me sleep.
Come on.
Where's your real life kindness? It's funny you should say that. There was a time at work.
So like,
there's a room in my store. There's a back room, not the back rooms. There's a room in the back that once had a tree in it, like a small potted tree, and every day I would give it water. Every day. And you know, it hurt when it was time to throw the tree away. It's like, dang, I gave the tree, I took care of the tree all this time, and we're just gonna throw it away now. Wait, what? What did Ryuji ask me? I wasn't paying attention.
no way, man.
So let me tell you something else. This is all revolving around the dinner I had yesterday with the sister's boyfriend. So the topic came up, you know, like, what kind of girl would I look for one day? Well, actually, no, that wasn't the first thing. My sister, I don't remember exactly how. I think the boyfriend was asked, do you prefer someone who's like as ferocious as a tiger or as timid as I think it's as timid as like a mouse. I don't remember. So my sister said she asked him that, and then my mom asked him for the answer.
Let's turn in for the night.
And I told my mom, like, Mom, you can't ask him in front of her. He can't answer. My mom was like, maybe to him, your sister is whatever option he picks. He didn't really pick an answer. Smart guy.
What's up?
That's it. Just
Why? Why are you staring at my face?
Ryuji, I have a favor to ask.
A favor? Sure. You need some money for food or something?
Not this time. I've actually been mulling over a new battle tactic for a while now, and I'd like for you to lend a hand in bringing my idea to fruition.
Oh, a new move? That sounds badass. I totally want in.
Well, it's merely a rough idea at this point, but... What do you think?
Wasn't that, like, way more detailed than some rough idea?
Huh, well, I don't deserve such praise. I would merely prefer to add a splash of beauty to an otherwise barbaric battlefield, so to speak.
Sick! So, all we gotta do now is see how the star reacts to your idea, right?
We should consult Jose about this soon. However, I
Why
can
Jose?
feel my appetite growing after describing my idea.
I'll take you up on that
Same
money
here.
loaning offer. Wait, why consult Jose? We have the star. Oh, I forgot all about this.
It's
I'll
as
continue
if
with
we're
my story
walking
after.
around in an enormous sauna.
I forgot all about this. I was thinking about the fireworks festival.
And just look at that crowd. Smiling faces everywhere you look. With that, let's move right into asking some of the visitors here for their comments.
You know, there was an event like this a little while ago right outside the mall I worked at. And what I mean right outside, I mean like the parking lot. I took a walk. God, it was hot. But I didn't buy any food there because there was too much food I wanted to try. It was overwhelming to the point I couldn't pick one over the other, so I just bought nothing.
A TV crew, huh?
We should grab our kebabs and get out of here.
And then she's like, oh,
Let's interview those three.
oh, too late.
Hey, is she talking about us?
We just have to stand and always get chosen. No, don't make a run for it. Just calm down.
Good point. We'll look even more suspicious if we panic now.
They got us.
Oh, hell. Okay, I'm gonna ham it up, make some real cringy comments so they can't use any of the footage.
All that was picked up by the mic.
Hello. It sure is hot today, huh?
Yes, it is hot, yeah.
Yeah, and if it's this hot in July, can you imagine just how insane the weather's gonna be in December?
What the fuck?
Anyway, since you're here for the festival, does that mean you and your friends there are meat lovers?
Pause.
I'd say that we're really lovers of fruit. Oh, and sweets. Sweets are just to die for.
A fruit.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
You saw that head shake? You know damn well that's not gonna make it in the final cut.
That was too close.
That was truly cringeworthy. Are you certain that they won't air any of it?
I'm pretty sure she thought there was a broadcast disaster. We ought to be okay.
More important than that, though, it's time to get some meat.
Pause. Pause.
My kebab. The lines for the food stalls were even more insane than the heat.
Standing around in this sweltering heat was rather trying.
Yo, that Smosh
all
video
the good
got
stuff was
that
already
meat in
sold
your
out.
mouth. I need that meat in your
I
mouth.
didn't even eat breakfast this morning. I'm starting to get lightheaded.
Yes, I'm that old.
Even still, an occasion like this seems to make everything taste
I need
delicious.
that meat in your mouth. Meat
How
in your mouth.
mysterious.
Look it up. It's the Little Smokies music video they made. It's because we're together. What a great time. I really wanted a kebab. What a great time. Me and the boys.
Even with this sticky sweatiness included.
Well, they came all the way out here, so we might as well go check that thing out.
What thing?
I heard they're building some kind of huge-ass stadium or something nearby. Wait, was that what it was?
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
A stadium. Well, such buildings often have intriguing architecture. I'd love to see it for personal reference.
Yeah, then come on, let's go.
There was also the fact that when I went to that street festival thing and I didn't buy any food,
So that's it?
it was
Haven't even
$10
started?
each. Everything was $10
We
a
seem
piece.
to be premature spectators.
I guess this is what people call jumping the gum.
What?
Jumping the gun.
There ain't nothing to do here. You want to go grab a bite somewhere?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm considering picking up more art supplies. I have a summer assignment to work on. Also, the summer festival drained my coffers. Even if I did grab a bite, all I could order would be water and a hot towel.
I don't know if you guys could heard. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my mom just knocked on the door and I think she wants me to order a pizza.
Well, in that case, probably ought to just call it quits for today.
Hey, isn't that Yoshizawa? Don't you think she's acting strange? You know, she did mention something about a meet earlier.
Ain't you guys headed home?
The two of you don't see her there?
Huh? Well, see you then.
Yes, catch you later.
The two of you don't see her there? Really?
Senpai?
The two of them could have just turned around like, oh, you got something to do? What's over that way? Oh, there's a girl there? You trying to holla? We got you! Do your thing, player. We'll be over there rooting for you. Go do your thing.
Yes. Did you come to see the stadium too? Same here. I needed to give myself a pep talk.
Whoops, wrong button.
Sometimes, when things get me down, I come here. Although, that doesn't really answer your question,
That's a bizarre
does it?
place to go to, but
I
okay.
know
Whatever
this may
works
get
for
in the
you.
way of your plans, but would you be willing to join me for lunch?
Kasumi's eyes look a little red and puffy. It may be best to accompany her, yep. Who would be soulless enough to say no to that?
That was delicious.
What did I just witness? You sure packed it. What did I just witness?
I'm always like this after a meet. In all honesty, I'd like to keep going, but any more will end up harming my performance.
Would any of the fellas out there be interested in meeting someone who could scarf down that much food?
Simply put, it was a disaster.
Yeah, it'd be
I've
fun.
been feeling like I'm getting back into the natural flow of things, thanks to you, Senpai. But when the moment of truth arrived, my body still wouldn't move the way that I wanted it to.
Can you imagine that though? You're actually with someone who can just consume dishes upon dishes. You know, that's great for you. She gets to eat most of it. You get a little bite and taste of everything. You know, you just get a little bit of one, a little bit of the other, and she gets to eat majority of it. You just fill up on a full platter. A taste of the entire board. While she gets most of it. Is it more of a mental thing?
I think that's a big factor. Something similar happened to me in middle school, but back then, I had someone by my side that kept me going.
I think it's only natural to say, who do you mean? Even though that's a little... digging a little bit, isn't it? Nah.
I have a younger sister. We promised each other that we'd win international gymnastics competitions together. But this spring, she died in an accident. I promised her we'd take the gold for our routines across the world. But I can't stop worrying about my lack of improvement lately.
I keep forgetting
I've really
who's
been
younger.
throwing myself into practice.
So she's the
But
older
I
one?
wonder if even that won't be enough.
Man, which one do I say? One this or that?
Senpai, thank you for being so thoughtful. You just keep on rescuing me, don't you? Okay, no more brooding. There are still more meets left this year. I'm going to start from scratch and train as hard as I can. Thank you so much for listening to all that. Now I feel like I've been recharged. Mind, body, and spirit.
Heart and soul?
Well, at least my mind and spirit are recharged. The best way to stave off hunger is with some vigorous activity. I'm going to jog home. Take care.
Anyway, so back to the story. So, eventually the topic came around, like, what kind of girl would I look for? You know, if the boyfriend was asked, you know, does he prefer someone who's more more outgoing versus more timid? Now, I didn't really answer since it wasn't directly asked my way. What happened? Oh, wow. What?
Ah, you're back.
I'll cover that in a sec, but let me just, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. What kind of girl do I look for? I look for someone who's smart. Given how much of a bumbling doofus I am in real life, I'm more than likely gonna get myself killed one day. More than likely, I probably need someone who's smart.
What did you say?
Only issue with that is I don't think smart women out there are really willing to date an idiot gamer like me. Nothing's more appealing to scholar women out there like a guy who plays games all day and has damn near 0 IQ. Mission failed. Oh, come on, Mishima. You need to play some games, bruh. You looking for thick? Well, yes, that would be nice to be included. But number one thing I need in my life is someone who's smart. Honestly, I feel you need someone with more direction than anything. I feel like if you had motivation to do something, you'd actually get stuff done. What do you think I do when I shiny hunt? My motivation is to get the shiny, so I do it until I get it done. If I was motivated to do school, oh trust, I would be a scholar, but I'm not. I have no motivation for school. You know, I don't want to study. I don't want to, well, study. I don't want to read books. But what do you mean by I need someone with more direction than anything? What does that mean? My only option right now is Yoshida, so why not? I also need to order that pizza too. So I may let this run, and I may like step outside, order a pizza. This is what I get. I told my family earlier because we didn't really have much to eat at dinner. We just had whatever was left over. So and then there was a Pizza Nova commercial on TV, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of in the mood for pizza now. So now, just a couple minutes ago, my mom knocked on the door and is like, are you gonna order that pizza or not?
Good evening.
My point exactly. You're motivated by your girl to do stuff. She'd be like, she'd be like, babe, it'd be great. I would love you so much if you, well, what's something? If you mop the floor of the house. I don't know. If you, what's something else? If you vacuumed everything. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Well, I can't say cook dinner because I cook dinner anyways.
I feel indebted. Everyone.
Alright, so I'll let this play out for a sec while I leave the room for a second and order a pizza. Because I don't want to mute myself, even though there's not really anything. And I don't want to do the call, let you guys hear it, because I'm not trying to dox my address. So I'll be right back. mic, and there we go. Sorry about that. Stop interrupting him. Just shut up and listen. What was that? You got something to say to me, kid? Damn right, you trying to fight? You got something to say to me? Let's head back here and throw some hands. Is that what you want? I'm more than willing to. The ex-convict has a point. Listen to what he has to say. Listen to what he has to say. Why, you little punk? What you trying to say? You got something to say? You come up and say it to my face. Sorry about that. That took a little while. A little longer than I expected. Something's going on with their automated system. You know, when it's an auto system, you just hit the numbers like...
Yes.
For delivery, press 1. For pickup, press 2. Something's wrong with their system. I tried to do that. But it wasn't working, so then I had to be moved to an actual voice operator. Someone actually on the other line. So I had to, you know, manually speak out my entire order. Which now, I'm kind of screwed for tonight. Because after doing this, I was supposed to hop on the treadmill. I was supposed to work out tonight. But now I can't. You know, you can't work out after eating food for... You can't work out immediately after eating. Now, normally, I cut eating food too late because that's fattening. I'm trying to drop the pounds here. But how can I resist fresh pizza? Pizza is best when it is fresh out the oven. You know, it's not as good when it's leftovers and you reheat it. It is best when it is fresh, just prepared. Now, it'd be the best if it was just pulled out of the oven instead of, you know, the taking the time to deliver to the house. Stuffed crust, extra cheese, garlic crust. Ooh. Alright, you guys want to know my favorite pizza? Now, I'm going to get hated for this. This is going to be controversial. But here's my ideal pizza that I can never order, and I'll explain why in a second. So my ideal pizza, you know, extra cheese, extra sauce. I like both of those things. So extra of those. I like pepperoni, pineapple. There you go. Everyone's gonna flame me in the comments. Yes, I like pineapple on pizza. Shut up, okay? It's how I eat it, not how you eat it. Something about leftover pizza the next day just hits different. It doesn't hit as good. So I like pepperoni, pineapple. There's these little meat bits, like small pieces of meat. It's not exactly like sausage or like the beef ones, it's pork. You like some pineapple too? I know Gordon Ramsay doesn't. He actually spat it out. But I would add bacon. I would add mushrooms. I like tomatoes, despite there being tomato sauce. I like tomatoes on mine. And I would choose onions. I know my pizza's a little much. Pepperoni, pineapple, the little meat bits, bacon, mushrooms, onions. Now here's why I can never order this. My sister does not like mushrooms. My dad does not like onions. Actually, my sister doesn't like tomatoes either. Me? Well, that's my ideal pizza. My mom, she eats about everything. So it's mostly those two that I have to worry about. It's because of those two I can never order my ideal pizza. Now, people can argue, you can just order half of it that. It's like, well, that's such a hassle, you know? What's the hassle? Telling the person on the phone, like, half of it, add, like, 3 more ingredients? Yes, that is a hassle. Stuffed crust, I don't get because then I can't give the crust to my dogs. Yes, my dogs eat pizza crust. Billy lived a full life, you know? We didn't kill our dogs by giving the pizza crust, so it's fine. We give them just the crust part. If there's like cheese on it, then we bite it off or we cut it off and we give them just the crust. So when the delivery happens and the doorbell rings, you guys know my dogs will go insane. But yeah, I'm kind of screwed for tonight, cause now I can't run on the treadmill, cause I'm gonna be eating that pizza. It's 11:47 p.m. for me as of this moment. Hello there. But yeah, now I'm kind of screwed for tonight. But anyways, so here's something. So a couple days ago, I was getting ready to shower. So I looked in the mirror. I looked at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, is my belly a little smaller? You know, could I actually be losing weight from all this working out?
Hey.
Because I swear, it looks bigger. It looks bigger. It looks smaller than usual. It usually looks bigger. And you know what? I can't do this anymore. Like, in my life, I can't do this to myself anymore. I can't give myself some false hope. You know, I just have to hit myself with reality. Like, nah, you probably just... Maybe... So what if you dropped a few pounds and your gut shrank a little? You're still fat. Like, you don't get all high and mighty just because you slim down a teensy bit. You can still do better. You know, you still fat. You know, you don't have that thin waistline with the big upper body just yet. You know, this is not exactly a victory. Why don't you come without your glasses? Yeah, what's the point? I don't know. You don't get to see fireworks every day, so it'd be sad just wearing normal clothes. I'd pop in some contacts. I was just thinking he might want to go for a change of pace. That sounds great. You should totally come without glasses. It's like, what's the point? Well, you guys better not be late. Now, you know, no homo on this, but I think my mans look much more handsome without the glasses on. That's just me.
Come to think of it.
If you're going, be careful. Those things get insanely crowded. I wonder how high my man's eyes... How high my man's prescriptions even is. Because he clearly doesn't need them all the time. I wonder if he's like me. I don't need my glasses all the time. I mostly wear them to see things that are very far or in front of screens. Like, I use my phone, I use my computer all day, so I wear my glasses all day just for that. But normally, I don't need them. I wonder if he's like me.
We were just about to leave, too.
My eyes aren't that bad. But I mostly wear my glasses just for screens and whenever I have to look at something far away. Like, if I want to see the TV from the dinner table a little more clearer, I put my glasses on. And you know what? Like, I think my belly may have shrank. It's clearly going to come back now, because I'm going to eat pizza at, like, midnight. Do girls like fat pigs? Because I don't think that's very appealing either. I'm on a blind date. What do you like to do in your free time? I like to eat pizza at midnight.
Well, let's think about this after we get back. We don't have much time, so let's get going. Damn, it's so hot. The holiday means it's as crowded on here as it is for morning rush hour.
I feel like if I ever went to Japan with some friends and we actually wear yukatas to see fireworks or whatever reason, I feel like I'd just be laughed at for actually wearing a yukata. I feel like none of my friends would wear one. I'd be the only one who would consider wearing one. And if I did, all my friends would laugh at me for it. I just get the gut feeling that would be the case. They're gonna be like, damn, bro, you
So
actually
all
wore
these
one?
people are going to the fireworks festival?
Ugh, this should be fun.
I feel like even if I went with a girl there, I would still be laughed at.
Oh, it's so hot.
I feel like I'm being baked.
There's also that too. I don't want to go in the
Those
summer,
girls are way
given
too
the
late.
heat.
It must be taking time for them to put on the yukata. Why aren't you two wearing one?
I got clothes like Yukata. Man, you look way too normal in that.
People often say that to me.
Oh, by the way, the exams.
I bet you got a big fat F on them.
Oof.
Shut up. We don't know that yet.
Are you going to the fireworks festival?
That's right.
Us too. Wanna go together?
Are we getting hit on?
Nah, not what's this about we. It's just
Come on,
Yusuke getting
let's
hit
go
on.
together.
Do you happen to be a model? You look great in that yukata.
Waiting around's a pain, so can we just go with these chicks?
They wasn't talking to you, Ryuji. Let me think about it.
A chance like this never comes up.
That's enough.
Oh god, Yusuke.
You're disgracing your
Yusuke.
yukata. You should be more aware of your womanhood.
Yusuke, you fucked it all up. Oh jeez, look what you did!
How could you?
Why don't you go after them then?
So those are the kinds of girls you like, Ryuji.
Well, no, that's...
You know, Yusuke's such a pretty boy, but he is really missing out because of what he says.
I guess. But he's more likable since he stays true to his ideals. Definitely more than somebody I know.
I heard that Ryuji's pretty much failed his exams.
Do you guys have that one friend in your group who gets all the compliments? Well, I do, and I'm clearly not that person.
Oh?
Mona, you little...
Hey, it's gonna get crowded if we don't get going.
Agreed.
But, man, you both look amazing in yukata. Talk about Japanese beauty.
Boy, am I glad Atlas doesn't copyright anime scenes for Persona 5. But they certainly do for Persona 4. And my god, this is really loud.
I know.
At least people happen to bring umbrellas.
Yeah?
Come on.
Looks like you need help.
Then why don't you go buy me a towel already, huh?
You guys know you do the same, because I would. I'd look, and then when I get caught, I just look away like, what is this I see over here? Why didn't they cancel it ahead of time? Wouldn't they not risk a rain? Like a rain session?
Out of the rain, but look how crowded it is.
I guess everyone had the same idea.
Wait, don't I work here?
What's up?
I think I just saw someone I know.
Yeah, she cameos
You
in
mean the
her
girl in
own
that
game
black car?
before she actually becomes a main character.
Well, she's got a ride. Oh, time to show your skills, Mona. We need you as a car.
It's not possible in the real world.
In the waking world?
Feet hurt, it's cold, the festival's been canceled. This sucks.
We made such a commotion with the public, and this is what we get? Lame. Aren't heroes that lurk in the shadows boring?
That's how it should be. Yeah, I like the shade.
What are you, Moss?
Who the hell is
I want to
Moss?
change the world with a loud bang, like a huge firework. Then again, we aren't gonna find someone bigger than Kanashiro that easily.
The rain is letting up. Though it's regrettable, we should go our separate ways for today.
Yeah, let's go home.
So you won't tell me, no matter what.
I have nothing more to say to you about that.
I see. In that case, I have ways of making you talk.
Huh? What's that supposed to...
Is that a threat?
Thanks for the drink.
Hey, we're not done here yet.
Wonder if that's a pizza. Or if it's my sister just coming home, because she did go out for dinner. What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's past closing time. Clean up the place.
Regrettably, the cause behind the recent psychotic breakdown incidents is still unknown. On to other news. The international hacktivist group Medjed has released a statement to the Phantom Thieves.
Alright, let me let my dog calm down, calm down for a bit before I continue. I think it's about time I end this too anyways, cause pizza!
These are the details of the message that are posted on Medjed's website. To the Phantom Thieves causing an uproar in Japan. Do not speak of your false justice. We do not need the spread of such falsehood. We are the true executors of justice.
Phantom Thieves again?
However, we are magnanimous. We will give you an opportunity to repent your ways. If you agree to a change of heart, we will accept you as our own. If you reject our offer, the hammer of justice will find you.
Justice, huh?
We are Medjed. We are unseen. We will eliminate evil.
I almost thought that said
Takeshi-san,
we are ultimate
why do you
evil.
think this announcement was made at this time?
I don't know the details, but there's no doubt that they were provoked by the Phantom Thieves. Whether it's a sense of rivalry or a simple attention grab, given the recent trends, I cannot say. Regardless, it's quite a nuisance.
A nuisance?
Both Medjed and the Phantom Thieves are nothing more than groups that uphold an egoistic justice.
What a stupid thing they're getting riled up on. Phantom Thieves, huh? What the world are they? You know about them?
I'm not interested.
Can't you even take part in small
Damn.
talk? You should have more interest in what's going on with the world.
I thought you wanted me to keep my head down and study.
It's about time I go home. Make sure you lock the place up. Also, about the stuff in the fridge. Well, I guess it's fine. Just don't use too much of it.
It's possible that more people like these will continue to appear due to their influence. In that respect, the Phantom Thieves face a very serious crime.
See, why can't my hair look as good when it's long, like Akechi's hair? Anon, I call BS. In the Phantom Thieves chat room. Did you really have to notify me of that? I didn't even go back on what you said earlier. So you were talking about the quote-unquote cute girl that was hired at my place recently. So let me tell that story. So a little while ago, I didn't see this person for myself until she started working. But supposedly, she just walked in asking for a job. My mom was there. She's the one who handles or decides if she's going to hire someone or not. Supposedly, a cute girl came in, and she asked for a job. My mom thought she looked good, so she sat her down, interviewed her, all that stuff. And then from what I heard, my mom pulled out a calendar as if she was saying, okay, you work this day, you work that day. Essentially, my mom just hired her on the spot. And turns out she's the exact same age I am. And not only that, her birthday is only like a couple days after mine. So, when the time came for her to actually start working, well, I got to meet her, I got to see how she looks, and she's eyed in my eyes. You know, she's not bad looking, but she's also not, you know, the most beautiful person I've ever seen. She's just like, I don't want to say average. I guess I'll say above average, just to be nice. Now, you can assume what every person in my life was telling me when the news broke that, yo, there's gonna be a new quote-unquote cute girl working for you, and you're the same age. You can assume what everyone in my life was telling me. It wasn't until I truly met her that I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work, that's not gonna happen. And let me tell you why. Even if I wanted to communicate with her, I can't, because she speaks Mandarin. She doesn't really know English. So, you know, there's the roadblock right there. It's like, well, too bad. Moving on with my life. So there's the quick story. I have someone somewhat new working for me on weekends. I say somewhat new because it's been not even a couple months, like just over a month, maybe a month and a half since this all started. Is Mishima part of Medjed?
A world-class target, huh? If we can change Medjed's heart, it'll most definitely affect Mementos.
Alright, we're getting into the next story of the game. I forgot! I forgot to post the photo I took today. It's mostly just those two. Hey, not bad! Right? I'm a natural with this candy photography stuff. What? Where's the shot on iPhone meme? I hope for your sake that was intended to be a candid photography. Kind of amazed where Yuji didn't like take a group selfie. Like he turned around with his face taking up half the picture, and the rest of us are just in the background. I think I'm gonna end this like now, right about now, because it's past midnight now, and I do have a hot sizzling pizza waiting for me. Or rather, whenever it shows up. I don't think it was delivered yet, because my dog's barking just now. That was like 10 minutes before I ordered the pizza. Wait, no, 10 minutes after. Wait a second, what was that? Dang, look at how distraught my face is. Did I even see this? Dang, I didn't contribute to anything in this chat log. You can see my character didn't say a damn thing. It's mostly just Yusuke and Ryuji. And I left all these guys on red. Okay, I think this is a good spot for me to end off. I'm positive there's a couple stories here and there I forgot to mention. But I'll try my best to remember to say them next time. Save 3 times in a row. Gonna break the game by doing this. Okay, bye now.